Okay, we're back at the Xenophobe, and I'm gonna fix this where the black pinout was kind of messed up, so I'm gonna fix that. So the first thing I want to do, what do I want to do first? Well, I'm just going to snip this. I don't need this cord anymore. Somebody cut the grounding plug off of it, which is not great. It's not very safe, but that's what they did. So anyway, so there's that. And that cord was kind of tore up anyway. So there's that. I do have another plug, and this is not quite as long, but it'll do. It's about 6 foot long. It's got the grounding plug on it, so I'm going to use it. First, I'm going to strip these wires back. I'm pretty sure the green is the ground here. So all I want to do is I want to repin this little thing here, and the green has this little thing on it. I may end up reusing because it's kind of, it's already got a clip on there, and it'll just be easier than putting a new one on. Alright, well I went ahead and did one of these, and I don't know if you can see or not, but I was just trying to figure out how to do it. So when you crimp these, the little connector is kind of interesting. So this far gets up to the insulation, and then your wire only that far goes up and it gets crimped on, and then this whole top part is empty. You okay, dog? You going in the picture? You're okay. Alright. So there's that one. Now I want to get the white one. I want to do that one as well. So let's see. This is here we go. So my dog was going crazy. He wanted inside. So I'm going to do the other one now. Like I said, these power ones are female, so the black and the white get a female adapter. I already did the female adapter on that one. I'm going to do one more. So I got when you order them, you get like a little strip of them on wire, so you just bend it back and forth and pull it off. And let's see here. You actually don't have a lot of wire stripped off. So this whole top part, the tube part, all the way down to there is empty. That's all empty. You leave it alone. The rubber insulation goes up to this part right here, and then this middle part, that's where the wire is. That's where your wire is, and it gets crimped. So it's a surprisingly small amount of wire that's at the very end. So it's a very little amount. So if you look here, I'm just going to show you. This is way too much wire, but I'm just going to show you anyway, so you can see it. So you'd have to get it, kind of twist it there a little bit, get it all the way into there, and you grab that. But you've got wire all the way up in here. You don't want that. You just want just a little snip of wire there on the end. So you don't need very much wire. So that's maybe about that much wire, which doesn't look like much. That's all you need. You don't need much. And then when you put it in your little connector, even that, no, that's all right. I was going to say that's almost too much, but that's all right, I think. Because you get it up like that right there. These little things crimp onto the wire. I mean the insulation. The middle one grab the wire, and the top is empty. That tube is empty. That's, like I said, that's almost too much, but not. I think it's too much. So grab your crimping tool, but I think it's well worth it to get that. And then the little divots up here on the top, that's where the open part goes. And then just maybe get it started, and then there's this little, it'll hold on itself, it'll hold the pin itself, but there's a little button there. You just put your finger in and flip it up. So now let me get this white one in there. So I'm going to do all the way at the very end. And the nice things about these pins and this tool, you can't really go in any further. There's a little notch out there, and it's exactly the right distance. Now it's holding on to it, holding on to that pin, so I don't have to put any pressure on it at all. Slide that in. I'll tell you what, I'm glad I just got a few of these to do. I'm sure that when you do about 10 or 12 of these, you get a good feel for it, and it's easy. I am not to that point yet. Here we go. There. There we go. And then just squeeze it down. Pull it out, and you'll see, you take a look, see if that's any good. So that's actually turned out really well. You can see that the bottom crimp here is around the insulation. The middle crimp is right around that wire. It's not going anywhere, and that barrel is totally open. So that's perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. And I just want to make sure that I get the right, right spot here. So these two top left are the power, and black, white. That's how it was. That's how I'm going to do it, just like that. So this top left one is black. And we just push that in, and it slides. It slides right in. There. Now it's holding on. It's got a good grip on it. It's not going anywhere. And then the white one is underneath it. You just slide it in, and it actually goes easy. And then you can feel it kind of clicks, and then they don't go anywhere. So that part was actually really easy. And then there, boom. So hopefully that'll take care of the problem. Now I still need to do a couple other things. I had the the ground, which was on here, and so what I'm going to do with that ground wire, because I don't actually have another one of these big spade crimpers, and this is just the ground wire on there. Not that the ground's not important, it is, but I'm going to use this wire nut just to so that'll do fine. Now I just need to do the others, 4 more along the bottom. These other loops, I don't know what the hell they were, but they're not needed. They are not in the, when you look at this other connected, they're not there. The only ones that are on the bottom are 4. And the receiving are all female, so these 4 on the bottom are all male. So I need to make them the male pins. And I'm just going to do them one at a time so I don't get it screwed up. So I'm going to take the one, let's get some male pins here. Male, yep. And I'm going to take the one right underneath the white wire, right underneath it, so snip it, there. I'm actually going to snip this little twist ties, just so I got a little more room there to work, so I can strip that wire. And unfortunately, I mean, I guess I could, everything's tied up. I really don't want to. It'd be easier to do this on a workbench, but that's not where I'm doing it. There we go. So there's that wire. Let's see. Looks like, now with the male, I don't know if it matters as much, to be honest, if it's a little too long, if you have a little too much wire. I can't imagine why it matters, because it's inside that slides into the female pin. I don't think that matters one bit. It shouldn't matter at all, I wouldn't think. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, the important thing is that it grabs on, right there, that it grabs on. So that's actually pretty good. Bring my tool down here, and I'm gonna do the same thing here. This is probably boring as hell to watch. It's not much fun to do, but we call it necessary, right? Necessary evil. So I put it in the middle just to get it started. Open that sucker up to where it'll fit into the end. And here as well, these are really nice. They have I mean, you cannot see this. If you can see those, that's really amazing. There's little tiny little lips that stick out to where it doesn't want to go past that, which is nice. So you don't overdo it. So then stick that in. What you really want to do is make sure that you get the insulation in there. I'm going to open that up. Let's see here. Twist that a little too much. Maybe. Let's see here. There we go. That's shoved in the way it should be. Now, let's see how that looks. Yeah, that one crimp is good around the insulation, and the other one is on the wire, so that's pretty good. And that is the wire that was directly underneath the white. So that'll go in here. Yep, and it clicks in as well, and it's not going anywhere. Alright, so, well, I'd like to say I'm getting the hang of it, but I don't know if I am or not. But now, this is just rinse and repeat. So now we're going to do the next one over. I'll give myself a little right there. There we go. Not too bad. For the male pin. Now these are .084 molex connectors, pins. I'm gonna put a link in there where I got them all. Since another male. These are all four are male. You can see them on here. Yep. Kind of odd. The only two female ones on here were the power. There we go. I really don't want to mess these up. Let's see. Get this one just started. Again, bend that in just a little. Okay. That'll make it. Touch too much wire on the end of that. Surprising how little wire is open or exposed. There. Well, I'm doing it that way. I think you could probably, if you're good, you wouldn't have to do that. You could just put them all in, but I'm not very good at this. There we go. See how that looks. good. That one in. That'll be done, so let's just push that in. Alright. I got 2 more to do. I'm going to pause it. I'll come back when they're done. Alright, so this is done. So it's only the 4 along the bottom and then the 2 power, and then I've got this little spade for the ground, which was not even connected, but this should have been connected to this little block that's in there. So I put the other molex connector back in there. It really should just that's it. It's on. That ground is on there now. I'm gonna attach this firmly to the side of the cab so that doesn't come off anymore. But I'm actually kind of curious to see whether this fixed the sound issue I was having, the power going in and out. So I just plugged it in. Let's turn it on. And we'll see. I hope that fixed it. If it didn't, then it's some kind of a grounding issue, or some other issue, which I guess it could be. Let's see here. So let me back up here a little bit. So we can't really see because it's bright, but Xenophobe is definitely on. And I don't see any issues with it yet. I don't see any issues yet, so let me play it a little bit, kind of coin it up, and see if that fixes the issue of the power going in and out. I bet it will. Of course, it's so bright out, it's kind of hard to see, but I think you'd hear pretty quick. Oh. Uh-oh. I still got that issue. Alright, so that did not fix the issue. Which is a little frustrating, honestly. But you know what? Trial and error, I guess. I wonder what's causing that. Come in and out. It's like a, I don't know, I'm going to go around the back and play around with this some more. Okay, now I am going to remove this capacitor C122. I've seen it on a couple different places. I saw John on John's Arcade talking about it, and I saw everybody's buddy Todd at TNT, he pointed that out, and that's what you got to remove. And I don't know if you can see it. It's is that in the way? A couple wires are in the way. Anyway, it's this blue cap up here on the top of your soundboard, and I'm just going to snip it off. Just snip, it should be gone. I'm not even going to pull the board out because I don't really have to. It's right there. And maybe I should have pulled it out. There. C122. So that's gone. Hell, I have no idea whether that was a problem or not. But it's gone. And there was this other DAC that they said started failing, which is, I guess, this little chip here that started failing when it's like a digital to analog converter. that started failing. And I don't know if that's the problem, that is actually failing and causing the popping. I may have to research that a little more. But so I removed that capacitor. Now I'm curious now whether or not I'm going to have that problem or not. We'll see. You know, sometimes this thing will turn on and then just it'll be fine for a second and then it'll start in and out like it is now. There it is. Alright, that's pretty aggravating. The sound's fine. I'm sure the sound is you can still hear the sound. You're getting this little for the life of me that seems like it would be like a ground, some kind of grounding issue or something. I don't know. Alright. I've rolled out. Alright, let's turn it off. I've ruled out the, what did I rule out? I ruled out it is not that power plug anymore because I replaced that. And I ruled out the, well, I ruled out the capacitor, but that's not really ruling it out. I mean, I just snipped it off. I mean, I guess it still could be that maybe that DAC is bad. One thing I did notice was this grounding strap. Let's see. That is that I attached up to the soundboard. It was over there. It wasn't attached, but I don't know where else it would go. You know what I mean? I can't see where else it would fit if it wouldn't fit there. I'm going to reseat the connectors, all the connectors I see, and then I'm going to come back and try it again. Okay guys, I want to show you what's going on with the Xenophobe. So I pushed on Clov and somebody kind of had given me an idea. They said maybe to unplug the light, on the fluorescent light, that might be the problem. So right now you can see it's turned it on. So now you can see that it's starting to act up a bit, and then just take the bulb out, it stops. Could be a grounding problem. I put in an LED bulb, and then it doesn't seem to be of course that's going to draw a lot less power. You know, the LED bulb seems to kind of fix it as well, but I'm wondering if it's a ground issue. Then I don't know though, because when I put the LED bulb in, that seems to be fine. The problem's not there. Okay, I just replaced it with that bulb, the fluorescent bulb, with one of these new LED fluorescent bulbs, and I got from Walmart for like $6. This kind of bulb. Let's see if that shows up. It's so dark. Hold on a second here. This kind of LED 18-inch LED bulb from Walmart, and that fixed it. There's no problem. It's set to free play now, so no problem at all. So now the only thing I've got to do is I've got to try to fix the joysticks. So that'll be the next part, is because the joystick button on The middle one, the left and the right one, they're a little sticky, and the one in the middle is really, really sticky. It's kind of dark in here, so this button right here is it's totally jammed in. And then this one works. Right now this game's set on free play. But the game plays great, the picture looks great, and we've eliminated that staticky sound, so I'm thrilled about that. So this will wrap up the second part, and then I'll come back and I'll rebuild these joysticks, or just take them apart and clean them up. I don't know if you call it rebuilding them, but clean them up, and that'll be the last part, hopefully, to the Xenophobe. Awesome. Alright, later.